To keep an eye on those holiday decorations this weekend with some stormy weather heading our way. Meteorologist Tammie Souza here to break it all down in our next weather forecast because Santa might just blow away in this storm.
You know what? It could be in your neighbor's yard. You can see all your stuff down the street. And on top of that, we could have some significant rainfall coming in with this thing. It's been a while since we've had one quite like this. So, you know, no snow. We're not talking about shoveling snow or anything. All right, time to time, but for the most part, lots of sunshine out there and a gorgeous seasonal day. Right now, 50 degrees in Center City. We're looking at winds out of the south to about 5 miles an hour. Not strong enough to actually create a wind chill out there. So today is one of those like mid-weight coats or a heavy sweater type day. What to expect? Pleasant and dry today. Pleasant and dry tomorrow. It is Sunday you have to worry about. Heavy rain and high winds will develop and move through the area, and that will linger into early on Monday morning. So for today, we're looking at 52 degrees. We'll drop to 36 tonight. We'll see 53 tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds, and then we go to Sunday. It sounds great that it is 64. It may hit that number late in the evening, but it is that rain and wind that's going to come in, and you're going to have to kind of dodge things around during the day, and at night, it could be a lot of rain that comes in. Here's the storm system now, making its way out of Colorado and parts of Utah, and it is starting to get its little act together, its swirl, and it is going to be headed our way, dragging a very strong cold front through the area. The impacts are 2 to 5 inches of heavy rain, so we do have a flooding threat. Now, not everybody will get 5 inches. There's going to be a band that sets up in trains. I'll show you that in just a moment. 30 to 50 mile an hour winds, so we could see some power outages, and travel and sports delays or cancellations are likely. So here we are. Let's go right on into our Sunday, 7 a.m. There's that front. It's sitting out to the west of us already. Some light showers, scattered showers ahead of it. Let's scoot on ahead. Let's go to 11:30. Some pockets of very heavy rain, possibly some thunderstorms moving through the area. But watch that I-95 corridor off into Bucks and Montgomery County, Chester County. We get this line that starts training. That could shift east or west. But if this happens, here we are at 4 o'clock. Watch how long it trains. 8 o'clock. It continues 11:30, and then it starts shifting into South Jersey. That is a lot of rain for a very long period of time. The snow staying just away from the Poconos, 2:30 in the morning. Then things start to wind down and cold enough. We're going to fall by about 15 to 20 degrees in about 3 to 4 hours. Cold enough to pull in the air and possibly create a wet, sloppy snow up in the Poconos, maybe the Lehigh Valley. Let's take a look at these rainfall amounts. The models are really pumping it out up and down wherever that band of rain sets up. It doesn't necessarily mean it's over Philadelphia, but that's where the heavier amounts will be. Lesser amounts either side of that. And look at the winds as they come in out of the south. This is Sunday morning. They start to really pick up, especially down the shore, getting up to that 40, 50 mile an hour range. But by 5 o'clock, we're starting to see that northwest wind come in, and that is actually going to diminish the winds across Philadelphia, but they do pick up down the shore, and things are going to be very, very busy there. And then they continue all day on nice outside. Usually we have a beautiful sunrise behind you. We've got that picture of one of our typical sunrises. Right now, sun is not up yet, but we are off to a decent start today. We're dry out there. We're going to be a little bit warmer today. We'll be into the low 50s, which is about where we should be this time of year. So gone will be those 30s and 40s from yesterday. It's 34 in Philadelphia right now, 30 in Westchester. You're looking at 35 in Allentown, 29 in Wildwood, Mount Pocono. You're mild at 32 degrees. Don't want to get too warm because you made all that lovely snow. We don't want it to melt. So here's what to expect through the weekend. Pleasant and dry today. Pleasant and dry for your Saturday. We'll see periods of clouds and sun. No big deal. Both nice days. Heavy rain and high wind. That develops on Sunday and lingers into Monday. We have a next weather alert for that day. So let's talk about just today and tomorrow and the first part of the weekend very quickly. 52 today in Philadelphia, 51 down the shore, and 48 in the Lehigh Valley. You'll see some clouds giving way to some sun. Now for the weekend, 53 tomorrow. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds. 64 on Sunday. Here's the problem. We get this storm system coming through. This was a Pacific Northwest storm system. It dumped a half a foot of rain up in places like Seattle and lots of snow in the mountains. It is now dove down here into the Four Corners region. It's strengthening, and it is going to eject to the north and the east in our direction. So here's what's going to happen. It's not happy for us on Sunday night and Monday. Sunday morning, you're probably not too bad. We'll start Saturday afternoon. You've got some sunshine. Clouds thicken at night. At 10:30 at night, you're still fine. You're dry. If you wake up Sunday morning, maybe a spotty shower by 10 o'clock. Then we see perhaps some isolated thunderstorms and some heavier rain by 3, especially north and west of the city. Then here comes the front knocking on the door at 8:30 with very heavy rain. High winds ahead of it streaming in out of the southwest. Look at this, 2 a.m. We could have some flooding potential and some high winds with perhaps even the potential of power outages. By the time we get into Sunday night, we've got 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts down the shore. We have 35 to 45 mile an hour wind gusts along I-95. So that's going to be a problem. And those winds linger into Monday before things start to taper off. As far as the impacts, yes, you will probably see some travel delays on Sunday, especially later in the day. Power outages are possible. That's a little bit lower chance. Outdoor plans, I think that you're going to have a real problem with all those, and localized flooding. So here's what you need to prepare for. Charge all of your devices out there just in case there's a power outage. Make sure your generators are good to go. Have some gas ready to fuel that generator, and secure your outdoor decorations and clear the leaves off of all the drains, because I got to tell you what, flooding is going to be a problem Sunday night into Monday. 52 today, 53 tomorrow, 64 Sunday, but here comes the rain, and then we cool down into the 40s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Let's get you a look at our next weather forecast. Here's meteorologist Tammie Souza. All right, Tammie, tell us what we're in store for.
Boy, well, we're in store for a nice day today. In fact, let me run it down for you. This is how to prepare for today. Sunglasses. We're going to see some clouds out there, milky skies at times, sunshine other times. You'll need your mid-weight coat. We're going to be seasonable and in the low 50s, and we won't have that raw wind chill like we had yesterday. And no umbrella, because we're dry, 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 and I could add another dry here. We are not going to see any rain, at least not until we get into Sunday. Now, we have a big system that's going to come out of the southwest. Same system that dropped in from the northwest to the southwestern United States, bringing them heavy rain. We're going to see clouds beginning to really increase Saturday evening. So pleasant enough today and pleasant tomorrow, about the same temperature, low 50s and a mix of sun and clouds. We see the rain starting to come in, some showers possible between 9 and 10, and then some pockets of heavier rain, maybe even some isolated thunderstorms out there. Right now they don't look severe, but we'll have to keep an eye on them. This is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. A little bit of a break as we head into the early evening, and then the heavier stuff comes in between 10 and about midnight and lingers into early Monday morning with very strong winds coming in out of the south. On the backside, we're going to get those northwest winds coming in as this front crosses the area. So plan on a lot of heavy rain making its way through the area. How much? 1.5 to 3 inches, maybe even more in some areas. Don't fixate on what you see here for who. It's just that is what's going to set up in pockets across the area. Those winds are going to pick up. By Sunday afternoon, we have 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts. We get up to 40, 45 mile an hour wind gusts in Philadelphia. By Sunday evening, it starts to taper off in the Poconos and Lehigh Valley as the winds shift. But look at down the shore. Really gusty winds are beginning to pick up, and they linger into early on Monday morning. We could see gusts as high as 50 miles an hour. So 52 today, 53 tomorrow. That rain